guys. Oh my word. This is a short little video just to explain to you what October has done to me, to us. The last thing I think I put up, it was basically, hi, the hurricane's coming. So I just kind of wanted to give everybody a little glimpse of exactly how my October's been going. That being said, I totally am coming back. We are coming back, and I am actually going to start a new video next week. If you can see behind me what my garage looks like, yeah, that's honestly the one main reason, as I'm stepping on stuff, that we haven't exactly been able to move forward. It's part of it. Before I forget, and I will, number one, thank you so much for all of the messages. I've gotten so many messages. I am so shitty about responding to things right now, but it's pretty much because my entire world's in chaos, which seems to always be, isn't it that right? Isn't that the truth? But also shout out to my husband. Today's our actual wedding anniversary. So shout out to my husband for surviving and enduring all of this crazy for as long as he has. That's one good thing, you know. Crazy is as crazy does, and we match pretty well in that respect. So so yeah, happy anniversary, Big Scary Mike. Let's talk about October. Okay, so first week of October. Okay, I know you guys have heard me say before, you know, my bad knee as I'm gimping around, and when I work for an orthopedic practice. So I was like, I got my insurance. I'm a big girl again. I'm a big girl. I can have insurance. I have a paycheck. I'm excited. So I'm going to go. Obviously, I have an injury, right? Obviously, there's some kind of a workshop injury. You know, it's very dramatic. I've obviously hurt myself very dramatically because as much pain as I've been in for the last 9 months. No. I'm old and fluffy. That's what it is. Although I do have an operative report, or I should say an office visit, that says that, you know, I've completely obliterated my medial tendon joint space, something. Basically, I'm fat with arthritis. Yay. Thanks. My menopausal self appreciates that. Thanks. So, little shot to make things a little bit better. That was the first week. Great for the ego. Awesome. So I'm like, you know what? October is my favorite month. Obviously, good things are about to happen. Universe said, screw you. No, it's not. Second week, here comes Hurricane Milton. I am in Sarasota, Florida. Approximately 7.8 miles down Bee Ridge Road is Siesta Key. Where did this Cat 3 hurricane, behemoth, ginormous hurricane land? Siesta Key. You know, I've been through a lot of hurricanes. I've lived down here almost my whole life. I do not have a cinder block house. I have a circa 1986 wood panel, wood frame house, 2 stories, you know, so it's higher for things to run into it. I know that past tells me that my house will withstand a Category 2 hurricane. Apparently, Category 3, it's not a fan of. Hurricane Milton came, ripped off the side of my house, killed my pool pump, killed my fence, killed 42 pool screen panels, according to my insurance adjuster. Damage on the other side. You know, 6-foot tall bougainvillea hedge literally laying on the ground, folded onto the ground. My gazebo where the fly traps lived under, fly traps inside, we know that. Absolute effing mayhem. Absolute mayhem. And of course, my husband, in the middle of this thing, goes outside, comes back in, and he's like, we're effed. I'm not going to say it, but we are 100% effed. The whole side of the wall is gone. The wall is gone. That's about the point where I was like, I'm going to go to sleep now. I'm just done. I have been, like I said, through a lot of hurricanes. This one was scary as shit. It really was. You know, if you're not familiar, and if you're not from Florida, I can't really think anybody is overly familiar with this kind of stuff, but hurricanes are kind of like a donut, okay? You've got the one side, you've got the eye, which is creepy, you know what I mean? Like, here's all this mass devastation and winds and rain and howling and all that stuff, and then the eye goes over you and you go outside and you can see the stars. Everything's completely silent. It's very eerie. And then the back side is usually very similar, if maybe a little bit larger than the front side. Not with this one, okay? Hurricane Milton had ass for days, kind of like me, okay? Hurricane Milton was like the back northwest wall was like 3 times what it was in the front. So in the front, that thing went over us at like, I don't know, 12 miles per hour. So it wasn't even moving, basically. The front, I think, took like, I don't know, hour and a half maybe. That back wall, Cat 320 mile per hour winds attacking the side of my house for probably about 4 or 5 hours. So I think I know now where that whole side of my house went. Good times. And please do not be one of those people. If you have never been in a hurricane, do not be that person that says, well, you know, you should have evacuated. You had plenty of time. If you've been through a hurricane and you say that, I understand that now. If you haven't, don't be that person, okay? Evacuating is a nightmare. Number one, in my opinion, it should be reserved for the people who need it the most. People who live near the water, people who are in mobile homes, people who are elderly, have children. You know what I mean? Like people who need to evacuate, flood zones. Hurricane Helene came, like skimmed us 2 weeks before Milton. My best friend's house, gone. Lost everything. 5 motorcycles, a truck, his entire house, gutted. Gone because of the flooding. So, you know, if you're in a flood zone and they say you have to leave, you have to leave. You need to leave. Don't stay. Go. But, you know, when you evacuate, number one, you're trying to leave early because the entire state of Florida is going to try to evacuate with you. You're leaving early. You're losing time at work. Do you have PTO to cover that? If not, you're losing income. Next, you're going to be in a vehicle with your family and pets. Don't be a dick and leave your pets behind. You know, forever. You're going to be in that vehicle forever. Because what happens is everybody gets on the interstate. Everyone's trying to evacuate. The hurricane cone of uncertainty literally normally takes up the entire state. You know, if it's going in not going in a specific direction. So, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you're going to Miami, everybody else is going to Miami. You're going to Tampa or Georgia, everybody else is going with you. People are trying to evacuate to the northern part of Florida. Helene just tore through there 2 weeks ago. There's nowhere to go there. You know, you're stuck on I-75 or I-4 for 12 hours. You're going to run out of gas. You won't be able to find gas, okay? You're going to be stuck and you're going to go maybe 40, 50, 60 miles in 12 hours, okay? It's a nightmare. And let me tell, and then you're going to get there and you're not going to find a hotel, so you're going to be on the side of the road. And let's say then the hurricane finally passes. What then happens is you cannot get back to your place for 3, 4, 5 days because all the destruction, there's no power, no phones. You know what I mean? There's shit everywhere. Roads are gone, okay? So anyone who says you should just evacuate, nah, it's not quite that easy. And let me tell you, if I am stuck in a vehicle for 12, 14 hours with my husband and my 4 dogs, and I go 70 miles, let me just say, one of us is not going to make it out of it. One of us is not going to make it out of it. It's just not. One of us is going to end up either opening the door and jumping to sacrifice ourselves to the hurricane gods, or we're going to open the door and shove the other one out. There's absolutely no way that I'm going to get stuck with my husband for 14 hours and go nowhere. No. So that was week 2. Then comes all the meeting with the claims adjusters. I showed him literally every blade of grass that the hurricane destroyed. I live next door to my parents. Okay, there's that too. So trying to help them clean up their stuff. Week 3, my mom and my stepfather both fell independently of each other in the same week. My stepfather has dementia, so he can't take care of himself at this point moving forward. My mom fell in the grocery store, broke her leg and her knee, and has just had her 3rd surgery this morning to fix that. Now we're into the whole, each one's at different hospitals. I'm fielding 9,000 text message strings daily on what's going on, what's the update, what's happening, you know, from literally the entire population, it feels like, but with much love and appreciation, but still it's a constant thing. Now we're into, this one's going to a skilled nursing facility. This one has to go to rehab. What skilled nursing facility? What rehab? What long-term facility? Now they both need to go to assisted living. Now it's, okay, well, do you have a durable power of attorney over your spouse? No? Okay, we need that. Now it's, we have to sell the house. Well, who's going to sell the house? Who's never sold a house? So meeting with the first realtor tomorrow. I don't think he's going to work. Kind of get that vibe already. This is a quick sale, as is TikTok. Our little clock is just tick-tocking right away. We need to get this done because in case you've never learned, you don't know anything about assisted living, nobody pays for it except for you, and Social Security. But if you don't have savings, or you've hit a rough spot, or you don't have, stocks, bonds, IRAs, living assistance insurance, things like that, you are paying for it 100% out of your pocket, whether you have that money or not. And if you don't, you don't go. And if you need to go, you got to find the money. So we're selling the house. That's where I'm at this week. Yeah, so it's been a shit-tastic October. It is October 29th. We have literally 0 out for the kids this year as far as our normal Halloween display. That makes me sad. There's literally crap everywhere. You drive down any of the streets in my subdivision and there's just piles and piles of fence panels and house panels and, trees and this, that, and the other thing. But the most important thing is the kids, is trying to get try to get something out for the kids, because honestly, we have a reputation to uphold. And even though it won't be out this year like it normally is, I still want to do something for the kids. So as soon as I got out of my truck, when I got home, my husband was standing here. He's like, we got to put something out for Thursday. And I was like, I agree. So we got to figure that part out. While we're eating our, delivery of pizza, because that's how swanky we are on this anniversary. Yeah. So honestly, that's where my October is. Absolute. I'm tired. And like I said, my garage, you can see my garage has not been put away from the hurricane yet. It's going to be, though. We're going to get back into it. I have every intention, and it's written down in the magic book of things to do in my day planner. Next week, we're going to start a new cup. Next weekend, not this weekend, 2 days from now, but next weekend we'll have a new video, and then we're on track after that. I hate not being here and talking with you guys. I love you guys. I really do. And that being said, what do we want? What kind of cup do we want? Obviously, it's a little too late to do Halloween. I was going to do like a fun little fall, and then my husband keeps saying, by the way, you owe me a pirate ship cup. And then I was like, some of you guys have put things up like, how do you fix a busted ombre? I put epoxy on my cup and it rippled and separated, and what do I do with that? So I was actually thinking about doing one of those. But I want to know what you guys want. Do you guys want me to start going full tilt boogie into Christmas and fall? Do you want me, how to fix something broken kind of a thing, or what? Tell me. Let me know. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys are looking for. And again, thank you so much, because you guys have reached out so many times, and so many of you saying that you missed me and you hope we were doing well, and what's going on, what happened. I did put a video, I think I put the video up of the destruction of the house from the hurricane up on my Facebook page. So if you're a follower, you may have seen that. If not, head on over and check that out. And yeah, it's a good time. There's water damage in my bedroom, sleeping on the couch. Little fun fact, little pro-life lesson tip. Do not buy a couch in the middle of a pandemic when you're unable to go lay on them and see if they're comfortable, because you will absolutely buy a couch that is not. And that is where you will be sleeping when the hurricane takes your house. So, little pro tip on that one. So go ahead, leave me a message, let me know what you are looking forward to, what kind of cup you want me to do. And like I said, we're rolling next week, I promise. Anyway, thanks so much. I'm so happy to sort of be back. We're getting back. So thank you. Thank you so much for all of your love. And like I said, let me tell you what October can go do to itself. November's going to be awesome. This is where we're at. November. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Bye. Well, kids, it's not good. We'll get to this in a minute.
I want to know what all these metal corrugated plates are for. If they were underneath the roofing tiles or not.
I think it's part of my bedroom wall, to be honest with you.
And then it's all coming apart over there too.
That I saw last night. Yeah, and that I saw that last night when I came out. Before things got bad.
The whole house needs to be re-sided. The whole house. 100%. Not one spot, all of it. Because it's coming apart over here.
Now the coup de grace. Main question, is the AC still work when the power comes back on? But yeah, I think this is pretty much the point of impact for the night. 5 hours of Cat 1 or Cat 2 hurricane beating on the side of your wood house. That northern eye wall was no joke. So anyway, for those who are wondering, that's what the inside of my attic looks like. And, by the way, that's my bedroom. That's my bedroom wall. My bed is up against that wall. Hi, vey. This is me walking through my neighbor's yard. Because I can do that now. Mailbox is still standing. The sign on the door saying "Don't knock" is still there. Mary Shaner kind of had to laugh. Here's all the bougainvilleas that were up to here that prevented the plywood from going up, that were protecting the windows. Yeah, they're gone. Cars are fine. That's shredded. Oops, I accidentally left that out. It's like a war zone. All that's shredded. I wonder if my chimney's still standing. And the chimney's still standing. I think I'm gonna go get some coffee.